The following announcement has been paid for by the NCO. You're pretty good, but you're no Connor Oberst.
Hey ho, let's go. What up, everybody? This is the team breakdown for this week because team builder videos are fucking hard to fit into my schedule. So here it is. Here's what I'm telling you. I have two counters for Curse Snorlax, and he brought a Snorlax. I have an Encore on Togekiss, and next spot, and I gotta flinch it. That's cool. On Wheezing, there's Clear Smog and Will-O-Wisp, so those are cool. And maybe Taunt. No. Anyways, I brought Colin is up in the mix today. With T-Tar. T-Tar is completely special because it kills so many things actually in a better way than a physical one would because he has things that would burn me. I use Scald and Will-O-Wisp from Tentacruel and Cofagrigus, which he brought both of them. It can one-shot Alakazam and also Cofagrigus with Dark Pulse. It can has Ice Beam, so Gliscor's dead. It has Earth Power, and that two shots Tentacruel. It would have one-shot a Lucario, and I also have Ancient Power because he has Talonflame, which he didn't bring. He also did not bring Lucario, but still, 3 out of the 4 moves this week were super useful. Even Thundurus I could handle with Ancient Power. But yeah, so yeah, one would have taken care of Talonflame because Talonflame was really good. I also brought a speedy, bulky Garchomp. It's max speed. It's got a lot of HP, some attack. Its attack space lets me do a couple of things like one hit KO with Thundurus and stuff like that. It's got Rocks and Earthquake and Stone Edge. And holy fuck, I don't know the last move. I don't remember it. It was not important. It was Dragon Claw, I think. No, it was Fire Fang. In case he brought the bug, Escavalier. Starmie has the Cassette Berry, which weakens Ghost attacks. It also has T-Wave, so Alakazam, if it comes in, I can take it and I can T-Wave it, and then it's neutered and hindered, and would hopefully not live anymore, and that would be great. So that's a pretty quick rundown. Colin is his destroyer, and he will destroy. I guarantee it, if he so chooses. Well, let's start the match. Please and thank you. Alright, so I am playing Cubs here, and we're going to lead off with Tyranitar. Tyranitar's 100% special attacker this week. I'm going to have Ice Beam. I'm going to let him set up his rocks. He can have that. But I can have this one-hit KO. Ice Beam. And it one-shots. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Here's another reason I brought a special T-Tar is because Dark Pulse would normally one-shot Cofagrigus, but it didn't here, but it flinched him, and he had Colbur Berry, and oh man, it would have been such a killer 1-2 punch to really get him on that. I kind of figured he'd switch here, so I went for Ancient Power, hoping I get that boost, and I brought Ancient Power in case he had Talonflame. And that would have been cool, but he didn't bring it this week, so that's fine. Snorlax gonna just sponge at everything, cause look at him, he's basically just a giant ball of fat. He will sponge everything. I switch into Boo because it's kind of my Curse-Lex counter if he happens to be that. He gets the para on the switch. I'm like, fuck, man, come on, are you kidding me? It stinks. And I'm like, well, shit, this is kind of the thing that I need to do well against Snorlax. So I take another Body Slam because I knew I could take another one. And I'm paralyzed. But the sand goes away, which is kind of nice. It will allow me to live a little better. And now I'm have to go, okay, so Snorlax has got a Body Slam again. And it's going to hurt. And what am I going to do? There's nothing I really want to switch into it. And I just let Togekiss die. I'm like, all right, look, I have a contingency plan for Snorlax. I have more than one counter for it. If he's gonna start setting up, we're good. So I send in the other one. It's Blizzcliz, baby. The Blizzcliz is gonna go for a Whiz. It's a Will-O-Wisp. So I do that. So it occurs to me right now as Blizzcliz is in against the Cofagrigus, and I'm like, all right, look, there's no way in the world that he's not pain splitting right now, but I can't not attack. So I go for the flamethrower. It doesn't get the kill, and it's a little disappointing. But at the same time, it was just like, I'm in such a bad spot that this has to happen, and he can only really do it once. I outspeed him, I sponge the Shadow Ball. I hit him with another flamethrower before that, and the burn's gonna take him there, and another flamethrower will really just take him out. Weezing gets a kill, first kill of the season. Wow, Weezing, the first kill of the season. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. He brings in Alakazam, and that's uncool. And I'm gonna switch in to Nuh because I expect him to just be safe, go for Psychic, no over Predixies. And I get the Sandstream up, which is cool. It feels pretty good as he goes for a Mega Evolution and 3 more Spoons. So now he has Sandstream, which is okay. He goes for Psychic, which I'm immune to, which is great. He's going to go for Protect here to scout me out, and I assume some of that is for wearing down Sand Turns, because I do have Colin in the back, waiting in the cut, chomping at the bit to get in, and we both switch. And I go into Gallows because I decided, you know what, Garchomp, super not that important this week. Not that now that he doesn't have Talonflame, I'm like, all right, cool. So, or things like Lucario would have been nice to have this against, but like he doesn't have any of the things that I wanted Garchomp for, so I'm just like, fuck it, man, I'll sack it to Alakazam. But we both switch out. He goes into Snorlax, I go into Garchomp, and I go for Earthquake. It does a lot, and I'm like, shit, dude, that does a lot. Like, wow. After all this stuff, Earthquake really takes it to him. That's pretty neat. I think, and I feel, and I know that he'll switch out here. So I'm like, okay, look, let's be smart about this play. Let's go for the Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks on his switch in a Thundurus, and I'm like, okay. Again, I don't need Garchomp. Garchomp's naturally faster than Thundurus. Let's find out if this Thundurus is Scarfed, because I'm max speed. So I find out if it's Scarfed by going for Stone Edge, and knowing Stone Edge will kill if it hits, and it does, and it does. Yes, baby. Oh, it feels so good. That was a crit. But yeah, like I said, Stone Edge just kills, man. It's a pretty good move. So I'm like, all right, dude, I'm gonna hella sponge a Psychic. It's fine. I'll go for Earthquake. He'll be dead. It's great. Psychic gets a crit, and that's upsetting. It's like super duper ultra upsetting. And then here's the thing. Can I wait? Okay, because I never have time for team builders, I need to explain this one a little bit. Right, so I was going back and forth between Analytic and Natural Cure because I have Skill Swap on my Starmie, right? Right. That was for a cool Thundurus play that didn't get to happen. So, and I landed on Natural Cure, but then I was like, wait. And I ran a calc, and I was like, okay, here's a very specific situational situation, which would be really cool if it happened the way it happens. Right. So I have the Cassibberry, which has Ghost-type moves, right? So I'm going to sponge the Shadow Ball. It's not even going to do a damn thing. It doesn't KO anyways, but it makes it so it's like Super doesn't KO and Starmie can survive and stuff. And so, look, if I have Analytic and Alakazam takes Rocks damage, and I know the first one has Magic Guard, so we will have to have Megad switched out and then switch back in to get Rocks damage. If he's in against Starmie and that has happened, Hydro Pump with Analytic will KO. Whoa, what a crazy situation that happened. I really set that one up. So he goes for the Shadow Ball. He hits it, I sponge it, and it feels pretty good. And then I go for the Hydro Pump that should KO, but I miss. He avoids the attack. And then, you know what? I had Thunder Wave also for the situation in case that didn't happen. Ugh. 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 So I switch out into Tyranitar because I'm going to sponge the Psychic or a Shadow Ball. I take the Shadow Ball, and he has been very wary about going for this Focus Blast, so I'm just like, well, you know what? If he wants to take out Tyranitar, he can. I'll have Colin come in, and Colin can do a stuff. Now I go for the Dark Pulse. In comes Tentacruel. Give it to me, baby. Tentacruel. Whisk the Sand. And he's like, right at that point, I'm like, dude, Earth Power right here. You know what Earth Power does? It's gonna fucking knock it out! Give no shits about burns! Special T-Tar never learns! Alright, so I have enough HP where I could take another come in against rocks. And I know he's going to protect here because I've seen him do it. He knows I got the burn. He knows I got rocks up. He knows that I need sand. So I'm going to go into Uncle Allen because Uncle Allen is worthless at this point because the thing that it was supposed to do, it happened, and then it just didn't happen also at the same time. It's disappointing. So I sack the Starmie. Starmie dies. Starmie was almost one of the MVPs for this game, but he was not. And you have to remember that Alakazam has Trace, thus, it's very scary having Colin around. Now, I'm going to go for Sandstorm here. He's going to go for Shadow Ball. That's going to take me out for sure with so little HP, but I have Sand up. And I'm trying to figure out, is there a way I can like kill this Alakazam or not bring in Colin so Alakazam can get Trace? And the answer is no. The double answer is, you know what is Colin lives a Psychic but doesn't live a Focus Blast. But I'm like, you know what, Fates, you're on my side, and I feel it. Look, you burned me with the miss, and you burned me with the crit. This thing should be dead, and it's not. So give me what I deserve, and it does. The RNG gods, they look down upon me. Of course, I would have rather them look down upon me when I bought 4 Powerball tickets. However, I will take this victory and feel no bad about it. I take this victory, a 2-0, I think. Let's think about it. 1-0? 2-0. 1-0. 2-0. 1-0. 1-0. It's a one and done, I think. I honestly don't remember. And you know what? It doesn't matter. Hey, if you buy an Atlanta Hawluchas shirt, which someone has before, why don't you tweet it at me, at YoFizz and then I'll look at it and go, whoa, you bought that shirt? That's crazy. Oh, my God. Or if you bought one of the other shirts, like Brave Bird Everything. Trademark, me. I did that. I made it. Don't let anyone take it from me. That's mine. That's my fucking meme. Yes. Check out my other things, like Dungeons & Dragons Chill. A fun little series with me, Old Man Tup from also GBA, and a couple other guys that are friendly and great and fun. You should check that out. It's great. Episode 1 is up. Episode 2 will be up on Wednesday. And you know what? Things are getting pretty crazy. I'm putting out so much damn content. I'm making so much damn content that, I don't know, man. I feel pretty good about life. There might be a fucking schedule in the works. I burped. I had chili. I burped. It's great. So there might be a schedule in the future. I'm working it out in my head, and hopefully I can keep up with it. It will look something like GBA game on Sunday, Dungeons and Dragons and Chill on Wednesday. On Friday, you'll get fit with Fizz with the Get Fit lock, and then every other day is a wild card day. where I'll stream and make WWE 2K16 videos and stuff like that. But you'll have to follow me on Twitter to find out what the hell I'm doing, because my life is so fluid and forever changing that as much as I'd like to make an upload schedule, that's kind of easy. I don't have to be around to upload, but I have to be around to do other stuff. So follow me on Twitter at YoFizz. It's also my Twitch, and there's links down in the downtown square, so you check that out. And hey, you know what, everybody? You may be pretty good, but you're no Connor Oberst.